Uh-huh. All right, sounds good. I will see you in about 20 minutes. Bye-bye. Hey there, I'm the Real Housewife of Snohomish County, and welcome back to my home and another episode of the Real Housewives Household Tips. I just got off the phone with one of my friends, and they're going to be here in about 20 minutes. And do you happen to have dogs or kids or cats or even a husband? If you do, you know how it is. Your house is going to get a little bit of a smell every now and then because every house does. But when my friends come over, I like to have the house smelling good. And I can do one of two things. If I have enough time, like if I have quite a bit of notice, I'll make some chicken stock. Having chicken simmering on the stove is always an amazing thing, and people are like, oh, what's cooking, what's cooking? It's one of my secret tips there too, so shh. But my other one, I'm going to grab a couple things out of the pantry. And I'll meet you back at the stove. Alright, let's get this party started. Got about 20 minutes for this. And have you ever walked into somebody's home and they've either been baking cookies or, I don't know, something's coming out of that kitchen and it smells good? Well, we're going to do this in a pinch. You're going to need a small saucepan. Fill it up to about a quarter, halfway with warm water. And let's go ahead and get this on some heat. My stove doesn't always like to light, but I find if I give it a blow like that, it starts up the next time. So we're going to get that on some heat, and I'm going to grab some other things out of my spice jar. Grab some allspice, whole cloves, and whole star anise. This is all stuff that I keep on hand at all times, and the beauty about this is you can use whatever you have in stock. I always have cinnamon sticks in stock. I'll use about half of one of those. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to just use the flat side of my knife and I'm just going to give it a crunch like that to kind of break it up. And I'm going to crumble it and put it in the water. Now allspice comes in little tiny berries. So I'm probably going to use 5 or 6 of them. And I'm going to do the exact same thing. Now these all crunch really easily. But what I'm doing by crunching them is I'm kind of helping them to release their aromas. Let's grab a couple cloves. Toss them in there. Oh, I can already smell it. Some star anise, which if you've never seen these, they smell like black licorice and they look like little bitty stars. I'm going to just break it up and toss one of them in there. It's going to give it a nice little licoricey smell. And I always have cheap imitation vanilla. Just going to add a couple drops of that. You don't want that too overpowering. And I also have something else. Let me grab it. I have an orange. And with this orange, I only want a little bit of the peel because that's where all the essence is, all those juices. So I'm going to take maybe one peel. And if you don't have an orange, don't use it. If you have a lemon, use that. Any type of citrus always gives it another little bump. So I'm going to let this bubble up. And I can already smell, once that orange hits the water, you get those oils released. And the mixture with the cinnamon and the star anise and the cloves, everything is great. And even, you know, a little bit of black pepper. It's amazing what a little bit of pepper does. It just brings out this warmth. And that's what I like to call this, is housewarming smell. So when people walk in the door, they're going to be like, do you have something going in the kitchen? What are you making? Can I go see? But it's our little trick, because normally I will have this off the stove by the time they get here. And I'll be like, oh, you just missed it. I made something for the neighbors. Well, you're just going to let this simmer away until the last minutes and then clear it off. That is my tip for you on how to get your house smelling good. And it's amazing how quickly this smell permeates the house. If you don't believe me, walk outside and come back in after about 5 minutes and it's going to be great. Thank you for stopping by. Remember to keep checking out my blog, www.rhosc.com. Check me out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and here on my YouTube channel. And as always, drop me an email, send me a comment, let me know what you think of my tips. Till next time, keep cooking.